Hey guys, welcome back to Final Fantasy the Crystal Chronicles. In this video, we're going to finish up Mount Kilanda and move on to Year 4. Before I begin, I quickly took a look at our treasures, and we're actually missing one for this level. Now, doing the research in my book, I should have gotten the last one from an enemy that was right around that chest where we got the sulfur. And I literally just spent the last 20 minutes thoroughly going through this place, going up and down, sideways, vertical, horizontally. I went all over this place. I went right back to the beginning. I retraced my steps. I did not miss any treasure chests in this area, and I did not miss any monster. Any monster that I didn't defeat, I went back and defeated. But I still didn't get that artifact, so I'm really confused. I've never had that happen to me where I didn't get a fourth artifact. I don't know if there was something really stupid that I didn't do, or maybe I walked away from the artifact before I picked it up and it kind of disappeared on me or something like that. But either way, just know that I have no idea why that didn't work, and if it was something that I could fix, trust me, I would. But we're going to be short an artifact before finishing up this dungeon, so just keep that in mind. As for magic, if I have 2 blizzard stones, I think I'm going to go in with double blizzard. I only have 1. Well, that's crappy. In that case, I'm not going to use any magic at all because it's not really that important. You'll see when I put the bio up how strong the enemy is. So for now, I'm just going to stick with my good old cure stone and my phoenix down, and we'll just start on the boss. Okay, so this is the Iron Giant. Overall, he's not too difficult. As you can see from his bio there, he's very resistant to pretty much every single type of spell, which is why it's a good idea to use Farigga or Blizzara if you have it. If you're playing a multiplayer mode, a Holy Ra would be an excellent idea. Probably your best bet against him. The goblins are just the spellcasting goblins, so they're very easy to avoid. You kind of just move out of the way, obviously. But really, he's not that difficult to defeat. He's only got a few attacks, and after using his sword a couple of times, it runs, I guess it kind of breaks. His sword kind of breaks. You see he doesn't have a sword now, so he's going to change up his attacks. He's going to use his fists on me. In the opening cutscene, you can see there that the goblin I managed to destroy didn't bring him his sword. What he's eventually going to do is he's going to go up and he's going to grab another sword, just like that. But now he's only got 2 swords instead of 3, so that makes it a little bit easier to defeat him, because his sword really doesn't honestly take that long to break, and when it breaks, you know, he'll go and get another one, but eventually he'll run out of swords, and when he runs out of swords, he is pretty much powerless. So if you're having a lot of troubles with this boss, you can basically, like, stall it until all of his weapons break. I don't think you guys will have to do that, though, because overall, really, honestly, he's not that tough. He's pretty slow, as you can see. However, his attacks do have a fairly good range. Like when he uses his sword, it actually hits me, I don't know, like from not really quite a distance, and it also has a pretty wide area of effect. But as you can see now, he doesn't have a sword, so he's just gonna like run away, kind of walk around like an idiot. Slam into me, but now he's pretty much powerless. All he's gonna do is just kind of run away from me and kind of play chicken until he decides to grab another sword. I don't know why he hasn't grabbed that other one yet, to be honest, but That attack's really powerful. Where he slammed his fists on the ground there. Should have been more careful with that one. That's probably his worst attack. If he hits you with it when he doesn't have a sword. Other than that, though, really not much to him. You can also put the urns into these little mini volcanoes, and they'll create like a gust of wind, I think, or like a water geyser kind of thing, and it will damage the boss. You can do that if you want, but that was pretty easy. No problems there. Somehow a tree survives in a smoldering hot wasteland. I don't really know how that works, but okay. I guess technically it's not an actual tree, so that makes sense in that aspect. And this is going to be our last drop for this year. We're now ready to go home. And we'll be getting into year 5. There we go. Another world, another drop. There we go. What are we gonna get for mail today, Mr. Mail Moogle? It's from our mom again. Look at all these letters from our mom. Like, she's basically sent us letters from, I think, like year 2. We haven't gotten any other letters except for from her. You're so far away now. I hope you're not missing us too much because we miss you an awful lot. Please come home soon. Of course I will. I'm coming home right now. I miss you. And I'm gonna send them nothing because I'm cheap, but I'll send them a nice response. It's the thought that counts, right? There we go. Let us see what our bonuses are. Take magical damage. I didn't take that much damage, honestly. Yeah, I only took damage every once in a while from the fire. And maybe those slow beams, but that's about it. You can see we're missing an artifact. So honestly, like I said, that really puzzled me. I had no idea how to get that. I literally turned this world upside down. But really, the Noah's Loot, that is a really, really good artifact. Again, giving us level +5 magic. That is just... I think I might have to take that, because as you can see, these other ones really aren't that good. Defense is +2 is okay, strength +2 is okay, but magic +5 is a definite winner, so we're going to take that. And that is going to finish off year 4 for us. So let's go ahead and skip through all this. My 4th year with the caravan is over. So many memories from my earlier adventures have dimmed, from the joys of chance encounters to the suspense of my first battles. It would be a pity if the goal of gathering myrrh became the only thing that drove me forward. But I can't look back only at the past. The quest for myrrh means hope for the future. Yeah, I mean, you know, like 4 years on the road of just doing this over and over again would get so tiring. So this is year 5, and this is what the streams look like for this year, so we need to keep that pattern in mind as we start back in Tippa. So before I go on, I just want to say year 5 is actually technically, if you were planning on just doing the bare minimum, you can finish the game starting in year 5. I'll probably take the steps to completing the game, but I'm not going to complete it in year 5. I may go to year 6 or year 7 before I actually finish the game, but we'll have to get into that in the next video. I just wanted to really quickly get that out of the way. For now, we're going to go ahead and talk to our family and get all of that stuff out of the way. See if our dad can't make us anything. It looks like we've got crafts and tombs, which he cannot make. He's not a tailor, and apparently he's not a high enough level to do the Valiant weapon, which is too bad. We did look at the materials for that back in Mars Pass. I think it was 3 bronze and something else. I think it was a Cerberus Fang, so I'll have to keep a lookout for those materials. She baked us some bannock. If you send them a wheat bread, a wheat bread, bleh, a wheat seed, you'll get bread, just like, we sent the fruit seed and we got rainbow grapes. So we can pick up some bannock. I'm probably just going to sell those, because bannock doesn't restore that much HP, to be completely honest. We got 11 rainbow grapes, though. So let's go ahead and... let's go ahead and pick these up, but our bag's full. I guess I'm going to try to find the item stall in our town then. Maybe sell off some items, see what he's got to offer, and then go back and pick up some more rainbow grapes. It's this guy here. Let's go ahead and sell some stuff. I have a full inventory. You can see like Auriculum, we picked that up in Chronicles Crash. It sells for like $4,000, which is crazy. But a lot of the stuff I have duplicates of. They aren't really that rare, these iron shards, bronze shards. I try to keep like I kind of try to keep like one of each of these things in my inventory if I can. God, we have 5 thunderballs? I don't need that many. Blue silk, sell some of those. Like some of the stuff I've been hanging on to for like years, but I don't want to get rid of it just in case I do need it. And as you can see, we've got a lot of money. Our money is really, really piling up, which is really awesome. I'm going to sell this bannock. So now I can pretty much make, whatever I want in terms of weapon. I don't really have to worry that much about money. However, the discount from your father is a really, really nice perk. But if I manage to get some materials, I might buy some stuff later on. No, I don't want bannock. I wasn't trying to talk. I was trying to talk to my mom. There we go. Take some more rainbow grapes. I forgot to see what that guy was selling as well. I should probably do that. Go back and see if there's anything good that he's got in the store. So picked up all those rainbow grapes. We got our money for the year. Talked to our family. That's pretty much done with. I don't think these guys here can make us anything. This is the tailor once again. Oh, the flamecraft he can make us, but we don't have 2 iron shards. See, and then I just sold an iron shard to that store there, so if I would have kept one of them, I would have been able to make this flame badge. Again, it's kind of the same thing as what we have now, which is that thunder badge. I don't really find those overly useful, but they're kind of fun to make every once in a while. It is kind of a pain having to like keep it in your inventory though, because if you're not going to use it, then it's kind of just like a waste of space, unfortunately. Chunk of iron. So the village is, I always like coming back here because it's so quiet and peaceful. It's pretty awesome. In terms of food, I might need to stock up soon. I'm getting pretty low on food. Although I just picked up all those rainbow grapes, so I probably shouldn't worry too much. Oh, this guy's selling bronze. That's nice. Because we need 3 pieces of bronze to make the Valiant weapon, which... you know what? Let's go ahead and buy our 3 chunks now. And then we'll have to take a look out for that Cerberus Fang. We've got some iron, we've got alloy, milk doesn't restore a lot of HP, spring water doesn't either. Meat and fish would probably be the only 2 things I would be interested in buying from this guy, but like I said, we just got a bunch of rainbow grapes, so I think we're set to go. We got our item from the top of the hill, so it's time to set out again. It's always such a short visit to Tippa, it's such a shame. You grow more self-assured with every passing year. I had my doubts at first, but I now know we can count on you. Shall I tell you more of our runaway scholar? Last we heard, he and his warrior ally crossed the sea to the Lanari Desert. This was some time ago, of course. Lightning brings the cactus pain, now it all begins again. It's kind of it's actually almost another part to those poems that, Gertie was telling us. Kind of sounds like it, doesn't it? Of crumbled inn, few reminisce, its faulty beams will not be missed. All clues point to the Lanari Desert as home to the ruling element. His letter contained such mysterious verses as these. What could he have sought in the lands beyond the sea? Should your quest ever lead you there, may your memories of Tippa never be buried in sand. Now farewell. So we're gonna have to keep some of that stuff that he said in mind as we continue on in year 5. I kind of have a little bit of a game plan for what we're going to be doing, and it should be pretty exciting. I got some new stuff to show you guys, a little bit of old, and it should be lots of fun. So thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time when we start our 5th year of this game.